Hello, my name is Ehrica, and this is the Warao Tribe of Venezuela. So, just some history about the tribe in Venezuela. They are located in the Wakajara village, and the the Warao tribe is one of the largest tribes in Venezuela, and they were living along the Orinoco River. And as you can see, I have a map of the river in Venezuela. Warao means people of the canoe because they are known to be fishermen, hunters, and agriculturists. And this is a picture of their homes in the background, and they're in a canoe because that's their way of transportation. So some of their culture is they depend on the river as their food source and traveling. Older siblings take care of younger ones, even though the parents are still in their lives. They trade goods within the village and outside of the village. So they do a lot of fishing for their food source, and they do hunt, and yeah. So the religion, um, some of the Warrior people follow Christianity, but not too much because they are mostly traditional. Quite most of them are traditional. So shamans are both male and female, and shamans are leaders. They're leaders for the tribe, and they can be male and female. Females can only become a shaman after menopause, so it's not just men, right? They have a strong belief in the supernatural. Religious practitioners have a specific Hebrew spirit. Socializing and teaching. Children watch the same-sex parent and learn from them. Kids are not considered human beings until they are 4 years old. That's when the Warrior people believe that the child has gained a conscience. Young girls are known as Anabaka until they get their first period, which then they are called Ibama. Tita is a woman who has given birth to her first child, which now makes her a full-grown woman. And I have a picture in the corner of a mother and her child. Her child is learning from what her mother is doing. So, death in the Warrior people's tribe, they all deal with the idea of death peacefully, which is such a sacred thing. They believe that when a person dies, their spirit returns to the maternal womb. That transition of death is known as a Hebrew spirit. As I was saying, the shamans earlier, they have a specific Hebrew spirit. So the language in the Warrior tribe, the Warrior language is similar to Carib and Arawaka, yeah, spoken by 28,000 people now in northern Venezuela. So their day-to-day life, they use canoes for transportation, as I said earlier, but there there's water everywhere where they live, and that's just their way of getting around for food and trading and just everyday life. They live in houses built above water on stilts due to different levels of water all the time. Their houses don't have any walls, as you can see in the picture that I have, and there's some hammocks in there as to where they sleep. I would want to sleep in a hammock too if I lived above water. They sometimes have many families living in one house, and so if a female in the house were to get married, the the husband would move in with the female's family, and that's why they have so many families living in one house. So the Mario people, for their working and trading, they typically only work a few hours a day, and the women work at home doing crafts and making food and teaching the young females how to do these activities. The men typically go out to hunt and fish during the day to feed their families and share with the community. They depend on a resource called palm starch because there's a lot of it in their area and it's a very good resource for them. Recent years, they have opened factories and sawmills to help with the rice production. So that's a good thing. Also currently, President Nicolas was re-elected, which brought riots in Venezuela. Nobody wanted him to be the president because he just did bad things. Violence and hunger brought upon by the political turmoil. So you can tell that the people were very angry with President Nicolas being re-elected. And also HIV amongst the people is at an all-time high. The Warao people sought refuge in Brazil. As you can see in the picture, a lot of people set up this housing for them to take refuge in to get away from all of the violence. And also currently, they do still try to sell goods, but it hasn't really worked out as much as they thought, which in the end that's kind of sad because that's their way to survive now. And these are my sources, and the reason I picked this topic is because I thought it would be really cool to research a tribe who lived above the water, and I got some deep insights of how they get around on their canoes, which I think is pretty cool. And I never heard about this tribe in school, so I thought it was interesting to learn about. So yeah, that is my presentation. I hope people learned something new. Thank you.